Hey guys, it's Mikakashi here, and welcome to the first recap video for Beast Simulator. In these kinds of videos, I'll just be going over random stuff that I may have done off cam or managed to record that I've done in Beast Simulator over the time that I wasn't streaming. These videos are a good way for me to update you guys on the progress I'm having on the weekdays when I'm not really streaming. Just a heads up, if you hear a weird noise in the video, that's probably my brother snoring. I'm recording this at 11:24 at night, so yeah, not the best judgment on my part. But anyway, without any further delay, let's get right into the video. Okay, so literally, the first thing I did on Monday was go down to my plastic planner and open it. Now, under normal circumstances, I would not be showing you this footage. Planters don't usually give you anything good. It's what I thought before, but if you can see, I'm grabbing stingers. Now, I show this to you because I find that extremely interesting and quite useful. I will be elaborating on this a little more on the stream this weekend, but I have a plan for grinding stingers, and if you can't already tell, it's going to involve planners, but that's for a later date. Right now, the important thing is I got 3 stingers from one plastic planner, which grows in about 2 hours. So you do the math. I will admit though, I'm pretty sure it's a really rare drop. But if it does drop it, it's gonna give a lot. Or at least, in this case, relatively a decent amount. The next thing I'll be bringing up here is my fight with the enemy that makes the most annoying sound in the game, Mondo Chick. I will never be bringing any other fight with Mono Chick up again unless I get something good from it, because this boss literally drops nothing good if you beat it in like more than 15 minutes. This is a horrible boss, and I don't know why I keep soloing it. It's not useful at all. I'll speed it up for you, but this is not worth it. I just want to say that I hate myself every single time I solo this boss. This is such a waste of time. If you're gonna do this boss, just a tip, do it with other people. You'll kill it faster and probably get better loot from it. It is not worth like 10, maybe even more minutes of your time to get like one micro converter and a bunch of bitter fruit or whatever you call those things. This is such a waste of time, and I'll never let that go. I just, and it makes the most annoying sound of the game, so you want to kill it. Like, such a bad boss. Okay, now I have a question. Beetle King, why isn't he giving me any more amulets? I fought him the last 3 times, and I don't think he's given me a single amulet. So either he just doesn't drop any more amulets after a certain amount of kills, his amulet is really rare, or he's being extremely greedy and hoarding the amulets from me. Either way, I hate this boss now, and he should probably go kill himself. So here's footage of a random beanstalk I grew, and the only reason it's here is because I love beanstalks. The sound they make is exquisite. The only time it's not is when people have a beanstalk blitz, and all you hear for the next 5 minutes is stonks. Okay, so the next part I'm actually genuinely interested in because I'm confused. So I can see the face inside of the bubble wand, and I was looking around for the little dark spots you get when usually things have faces for some reason. Um, but I didn't see anything. So if anybody has any explanation for this, please let me know. I didn't bother looking it up, nor do I know what to look up. Festive planner opening, really good planner. Do recommend. Always, anytime you have a festive planner, plant that thing. It's one of the better planners in the game and has a chance to drop a mythical egg. Always useful stuff. So this next part is extremely important because this is the pepper patch boost that I did. I put this out here and say it's important because I'm looking for advice. I'll explain how I boosted pepper patch, and if you guys have any additions on to what I could do to maybe maximize the amount of pollen or honey I get, that would be great. So the way I boosted is I used a loaded dice on the pepper patch, got the times 3 multiplier, then I used a glitter on the pepper patch to get the times 4 multiplier, which is the max, and then I used a super smoothie and I believe it was a black or red balloon because I think I used a red balloon there because the red balloon collects more red pollen. I guess it's important to preface that I do collect more red pollen and white pollen than I do blue pollen. Red pollen being the most boosted collection. Um, if you guys have any tips on any better ways to boost, that would be great and really appreciated. Otherwise, I make a pretty good amount of honey here. I make about 500 million, which is not bad relative to my state in the game. I would really like to make more honey, obviously, but baby steps. Later on in the video, you'll see that I actually get the Crimson Guard, which is another topic I want to bring up for how boosting might be affected by it, but we'll get to that. Again, any tips on boosting, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, now let's get to the most important part of the video, and that is that I get the Crimson Guard. This is a big step in the right direction for me, but also an expensive step in the right direction. This thing is not cheap, but it really helps. I'm reading off the uh, effects to myself, and I am just in awe of how interesting and intricate this guard is. Obviously, it's the best guard in the game, and I didn't even realize when I read it that it had a passive effect or a passive ability. So that was very interesting to see. Um, we will be going into this in much greater detail over the weekend when I stream, and I just wanted to say this is a big step in the right direction. I'm gonna try and get the Cobalt Guard during the weekdays, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible because of the amount of stingers that I'm going to have to get. But if my grinding method does uh, work, then I will be definitely attempting to do this, and you might see me in the next stream with both the Cobalt and the Crimson Guard. So that's just a really interesting thing there. And at the end here, I think I spend around 200 million honey to get Royal Jelly, just so I can get some random gifted bee. I'll show that to you guys, but it's really not that important. something actually kind of funny is that right here, I figure out and realize that the Crimson Guard actually has a passive ability, so that was kind of cool. And as we can see, absolutely nothing of worth. You already have this gifted bee, and its gifted effect is adequate relative to our situation at the moment, but honestly, was not worth the 200 million. Should have just saved it. My blunder. But anyway, that's the end of that section. We kind of just convert the rest of this honey in the balloon, and kind of just finish off the day. But there is one more part I want to show you. So for this last section, oh my god, that's loud. So for this last section, we go and fight the tunnel bear again, and I just want to ask, what are its drops? Because it didn't really drop anything too useful this time, and last time it gave me a gifted silver egg. And I know that the first time you kill Tunnel Bear, you get a gifted egg of any rarity, but I just wanted to know if it would drop anything useful anymore, because I don't want to keep fighting this thing if it's never going to drop anything useful again. But anyway, that's the end of this video. It's just a little recap. I'll make another one if anything important happens over the time that I'm playing the game. Otherwise, you guys can catch me on the next stream this weekend. We will be streaming Beast Swim Simulator, and we will be attempting, if we don't already have, the Cobalt Guard. So we will be attempting to get that this weekend. And yeah, if you guys have time, stop by, and I'll see you guys later.